A lifelong fan of the Witcher books and video games, Henry Cavill lobbied hard for the role of Geralt and took his portrayal seriously. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Please like, share and subscribe for more. I'm the most annoying guy on set because I'm saying, excuse me, you do realize that this should be happening, and they wouldn't do that, and you haven't read this, then that means this would be impossible. And everyone's just going, Henry, just shut up and do the thing. And I'm like, I don't want to do the thing. Because he wouldn't do it this way. He highlighted how deeply invested he was in preserving the character's integrity. Henry Cavill's exit from The Witcher left a void felt across the fanbase. But a resurfaced interview sheds light on exactly why the actor stepped away from the role he cherished. The actor embodied Geralt of Rivia for 3 intense seasons before announcing his departure. And while he hasn't laid out every detail behind his decision, his candid remarks give us plenty to chew on. A die-hard fan of the Witcher universe, from the books by Andrzej Sapkowski to the beloved video games, Cavill was more than just an actor taking on a role. He was a guardian of lore. His dedication ran deep. Yet, this passion came with friction. In a Collider interview, Man of Steel star, 42, confessed to being the most annoying guy on set, constantly pointing out inconsistencies and deviations from the source material. To quote him, I spent all the free time when I wasn't on set with a sword in my hand, getting used to the weight. I had 3 swords where I lived, 4 at work. It was practice, practice, practice. This level of devotion wasn't just about muscles and swordplay, it was about fidelity to the lore. He added, Henry Cavill's connection to The Witcher goes beyond any typical actor-role relationship. Long before the show debuted, he was entrenched in the world of Geralt through the video games and Andrzej Sapkowski's novels. Cavill's commitment to authenticity was evident. Hours of sword training and physical preparation turned him into a real-life Witcher, and he refused to settle for anything less than the truest representation of Geralt. Cavill told Vulture as the gap widened between what the showrunners envisioned and what the source material demanded, Cavill found himself walking a tightrope. The toughest part for me was finding that balance between the showrunner's vision and my love for the books, and trying to bring that Geralt to the showrunner's vision. All of my asks and requests were along the lines of just being faithful to the source material. To hear of adaptations straying from Sapkowski's vision felt like a personal affront to Cavill. That kind of zeal, while admirable, made him the most annoying guy on set, but also the actor most committed to honoring Geralt's essence. I wanted to get as close to the lore as possible. To me, this is a way to show my love for my character in the show. As a fan, I want to protect him. But trouble had been brewing behind the scenes of The Witcher as early as Season 2, according to Redanian Intelligence, a trusted fan site that's been keeping tabs on the series from day one. Cavill reportedly found himself at odds with producers, locked in a creative tug-of-war over Geralt's portrayal. He was determined to do his best in those final days, and that's a lasting memory for me. Can the show maintain the delicate balance between creative storytelling and the fierce devotion to the source material that Cavill championed? Was his annoying insistence on loyalty the glue that held the character's authenticity together, or did it create creative roadblocks that made the part unsustainable? With Liam Hemsworth stepping in, will the White Wolf saga evolve in unexpected directions, or can it recapture the heart that Cavill so passionately protected? What do you think? Drop your thoughts below, and let's hash it out like true Witcher fans. The Witcher Seasons 1 to 3 are available on Netflix worldwide. Leaving The Witcher wasn't simply a career move for Henry Cavill. His co-star Joey Beatty remembers Cavill's final day on set vividly, describing how, despite feeling unwell, Cavill threw himself into his last fight scene with a ferocity only Geralt himself could muster, via Dexerto. I was there on Henry's last day and watched him power his way through a fight scene. I think he had a cold at the time actually. I think he was quite unwell, and yet just threw himself into his final days and hours as the day got longer and longer and longer, and there was not a single drop in his energy and his commitment. Cavill's commitment extended beyond physicality. It was emotional, symbolic of his deep connection to the character and the story. Beatty added, Liam Hemsworth faced backlash regarding the recasting of Henry Cavill's Geralt in The Witcher and found a way to handle it. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Please like, share and subscribe for more. Fans took to X, formerly Twitter, to post their reactions regarding Liam Hemsworth as Geralt of Rivia. Liam Hemsworth took on the role of Geralt of Rivia in Netflix's The Witcher. There was instant backlash following the announcement in 2022, and Liam Hemsworth spoke to Entertainment Weekly regarding the day the news broke. There was quite a bit of noise, and I had to put that aside. It started to become a distraction. I dealt with that sort of thing in the past a lot, and, at the end of the day, I love making movies and I love telling stories and acting. I just don't want any of that to affect my way of telling the story that I'm trying to tell. I jumped off social media and the internet most of last year. Liam Hemsworth will debut as Geralt of Rivia in Season 4 of The Witcher when it releases on Netflix on October 30th, 2025. It looks like the majority of the public is upset with this recasting. The Witcher series is based on the iconic series by CD Projekt Red, which is based on the books by Polish writer Andrzej Sapkowski. It came out of nowhere. I was as surprised as anyone. I'm a massive fan of Henry's, and I'm a fan of what he did in the show. Hemsworth also discussed playing the game several times during the interview. He delved further into the source material, reading multiple books from the Witcher series and referring to the game as one of the best video games of all time. Here are key details of the show. His departure from the show was due to creative differences with the showrunners, who wanted to depart from the source material. This added to the favor he generated with fans. Showrunner Lauren Hissrich explained that Henry Cavill left the role to pursue others, most likely his return as Superman in DCU's Black Adam. Unfortunately, his role as Superman was as short-lived as his cameo, as the DCU was scrapped when James Gunn rebooted DC into the DCU. Will audiences be receptive to Liam Hemsworth's Geralt? Only time will tell, as he is going to be slashing his way into Netflix very soon. What do you think of Liam Hemsworth's casting as Geralt of Rivia? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Henry Cavill was more than excited to don the role in the high fantasy setting that had dark overtones. Cavill was the dream cast for Geralt, as he fits the physique and look required to play the role, and is also an avid gamer who was familiar with the lore and character long enough to be able to deliver a great performance. Henry Cavill's Highlander reboot casts an iconic actor as a secondary villain, known for voicing the role of Scar in the 1994 film, The Lion King. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Please like, share and subscribe for more. Considering his long line of playing villains in Hollywood, there are a ton of roles that Jeremy Irons could portray in the rich world of Highlander. Since the upcoming Henry Cavill film is a reboot, we may have an idea of what role Irons will portray in the upcoming movie. Henry Cavill will be joined by DCU star Jeremy Irons, who portrayed Alfred Pennyworth in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, for the upcoming mythical fantasy project, Highlander. Being a reboot, the story will follow Cavill as a Scottish immortal warrior named MacLeod who fights other immortals until he is the last one standing. The aim is to fight for survival and become mortal. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Jeremy Irons has joined the cast as a secondary antagonist in the upcoming movie, but he has quite the experience in playing negative roles. Irons is famously known for voicing the role of the best Disney villain ever, namely Scar from The Lion King, the animated one. Naturally, it seems that Irons' casting in Henry Cavill's Highlander will only enhance the movie and add depth to the plot.